Hello, everyone. My name is Shelly Lynn Hughes, and I am the host of this Pursuit 365 channel. Welcome back to my show. Every week, I interview someone very incredible that is part of my community. And today, we have a wonderful person who I've known for many years, Billie Aadmi, but it's Billie. So, welcome back, Billie. And what I'm going to say is, I've known her for so long and I know a lot about her, but I want to know more today. So, I'm going to put on my glasses here. And Billie Aadmi is the CEO and founder of Go Mindspire Inc., where she has coined the brain trainer. She is also co-founder of Amplify Impact Academy, where she trains and coaches people to get into rapport with their unconscious mind using the world's most powerful mind-body tools. Billie guides her clients so that they can tap into the infinite resources that the universe has waiting. She is called the brain trainer as she helps you update your neurology so you can begin living your highest version of yourself. She is a single mother of two beautiful children and a fur baby. She is also a passionate and purpose driven international real estate investor and is dedicated to cultivating a prosperous mindset in others through the transformative tools of NLP, timeline therapy, and hypnotherapy together with the three principles of life. Billie emanates a gentle yet powerful energy to hold space to empower individuals to unlock their full potential to reach all their goals and dreams. She is transitioning from almost 2 decades of policing into her new mission of upleveling mindsets for lifelong success and helping others get out of their way towards their magna essence. Welcome, Billie.
Thank you. Wow, that's a lot. Thank you for
You know
saying that.
what? It was a lot, but I don't know. I just did a what was it? An article the other, not an article, an Instagram post
Yeah.
about we are a lot. We are a lot, and that's
Yeah.
okay to be a lot.
I
So
want to
I'd
celebrate it.
rather share everything. And I mean, we're going to put this down below. I'd rather share everything that incredible that you do.
Yeah.
And one common thing that I noticed with Pursue 365 is we have a lot of ex-police people
Yeah.
involved, which is pretty incredible.
Well, I mean, I joined policing because at the core of it, I want to serve. And
Yes.
that's why I got into that field. It's like the ultimate job of service, right? So
Mhm.
I enjoyed it. It's just now I feel like I'm making that much more of an impact with what I'm doing now, supposed to.
Amazing. So tell us about your story of you went from the policing and now you're doing what you're doing. And tell us about the story from where you started, where you are now, and then let's go into the part of the financial freedom. Because I know that's a huge thing for you is the financial freedom. I mean, it's for all of us, but it's really part of your story and part of your life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, growing up, I was raised in a very traditional East Indian family, right?
Hmm.
And women in our culture are not encouraged to get into entrepreneurship or, go out and be successful. We're basically bred to be wives and mothers. And so I was no different. I grew up with
Hmm.
two brothers. I was told a lot my life that I can't do stuff because I'm a girl. So imagine the programming that got put into my head that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not powerful. So there was a lot of programming that I was up against because I was still listening to that little voice in my head that why can't I be that good? Why can't I be XYZ? Why can't I do things? And so
Hmm.
I think that kind of led me on this lifelong journey of having to prove myself, which possibly why I actually went into policing because it was like a male dominated industry. And I'm like, well, why can't I do what the boys do? Like I ride motorcycles and I snowboard and I did all these, I loved sports. And so I think it allowed me to really step into my resilience and my own power
Yeah.
and led me to this path of learning my own self-worth.
Yeah.
Instead of that whole concept of, that's what I wrote in the book. It's not about proving other people right. It's about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. And so
Hmm.
as I grew and I went to school to be a teacher and it wasn't really for me. And then I got into policing and it's been a great career. And there was always this little voice inside me that was like, I think I'm meant to do more than this. I'm meant to make more of an impact in this. And then obviously, pandemic, my, I left my marriage and, I went through a really, really hard time, right? As most people did during the pandemic for whatever reasons. And through that, I kind of finally got to this point where I surrendered. And I was like, okay, like what? I did all the right things. I went to school, I got a job, I got married, I got the kids, and why am I still not fulfilled? Why am I still not feeling that I'm living my highest potential, right? I still felt like I was playing small. And because it's that programming that was still in there and that was keeping me small, it wasn't, I've learned not to point the blame outside because I was allowing myself to be in that environment that made me feel small.
Yeah.
So as I started opening up my mindset to, okay, maybe I should learn some more things and things. And I, as I said, I'm a real estate investor. As I started this work, I started realizing that I'm the only one that is limiting me. It's not because I'm a girl. It's not because I was born in this family. It's not because of XYZ. It's all because of my thought process and my programming that's making me think that I'm smaller than I should be. And so as I started opening up my mindset and reprogramming my neurology and getting rid of those old programs and those self-limiting beliefs, the whole world started opening up in such a magical way, right? I started realizing, oh my God, I'm actually like, I'm an international real estate investor. Like I should own that. And then
Yeah.
as I started learning, because obviously I had some gap in skills because I didn't know a lot about, the different strategies, I started learning different things. And I realized I was sitting on financial freedom and had no idea.
Yeah.
And so as I opened up my mindset and started learning different strategies and different ways to actually invest, now I'm to the point where like I've been off work now for over a year and I don't have to go back because now my real estate investing is allowed that passive income. So now that this work that I do now is from a place of service. And it's a really different energy in business when you come at it from a place of service as opposed to I need to get X amount of clients, I need to make this much money because I need to pay the bills and the mortgage and feed the kids and all this stuff. And so I think that's why I've gotten so successful even in my this new business and this new academy that we just launched is because people see that and they feel that energy. And it's not about I'm here to sell you something, right? I don't use the word selling in what I do. I use the word service. And so that together with, being able to tap into my higher realms in my unconscious mind, that's what I do. Is like, that's why we say we build rapport with your conscious and unconscious. Like, let's not just use the 10%. Let's learn how to use the 90% of our mind that now has access to all the resources and our higher self, where literally our blueprint for success already exists, right? People don't understand this. Like everything that you need to live your highest version of yourself is already there. It was given to you before you came. It's a
Mhm.
matter of how much can you tap into it and how much can you open your mind and remember your skills and your gifts. And let me tell you, Shelly, like my skills and my gifts and my inner wisdom is coming online like hot, like fast and furious. So I'm like, bring it on. So, and I'm, and it's intense, right? Like, and I'm here for it and I'm open to always learning. And even when life happens because life is still going to happen. We don't have control over that. Like there's so much stuff happening in the world right now. How do we stay off victim island and stay over here in solution city and actually still move forward in our life as opposed to looking in the past? Because that's what a lot of us do is stay in the past.
Absolutely. Well, you've come in even in the, probably, I don't know how many years I've known you now, but you're definitely on the path that you're supposed to be on because you've come a long way. So much of a healing journey for you. And business wise, I've just seen your business grow and grow, and you're in a really healthy growth spot right now. And the energy's really good.
And we have to heal. Like a lot of people are always just working on results, results, results. I got to do this, I got to do that. When they don't, once you can heal the past and heal all that trauma that we've been carrying, whether it's this lifetime, past lifetimes, or even passed down generationally, it's like literally dropping this bag of rocks that you've been carrying around with you, that you release that, you get lighter, and now you've created some space so that now the universe can start bringing you some more resources for you to actually start moving forward in your life. Because so
Absolutely.
many of it, like in Shelly, it's so cool. Like the more I learn about the astrology and how the planetary alignment and the cosmic energies, it's like this moment in time has been like we've never experienced it and we never will in our lifetime. Like it's been like 3,500 years or something like that, that it's
Wow.
been like this, where there's this shift happening on the planet where now people are waking up to who the hell am I? Who am I supposed to be? What is my mission? What is my purpose? And
Hmm.
I think that's why I got woken up now to who the hell I really am. Like, who's Billie? Is it this little version of herself that she thought had to fit in this box? No, everybody's limitless, limitless. And so we just act as tour guides now to allow people to tap into that magnificence that is already in them.
So would you say that's part of your mission moving forward is really helping others get to the space or the mindset or the spiritual being where you are right now is helping people get there? Would that what's your is that your mission moving forward? Tell me about
Yeah, I
that.
mean, the more the more I understand my mission and really get an understanding of what the purpose of it literally is to raise the frequency, like to raise
Hmm.
consciousness. And what I mean by that is like here in the 3D world, we have a certain level of frequency, like the energy, right? Because it's all energy. As you
Hmm.
increase your neurology, you you increase your capacity to hold more, right? People are always asking like, oh, I need more. You're always asking for more. It's not about asking for more. It's about being able to have the neurological pathways to hold more information. Because once you can open it up, that wisdom will come in. It's just we can't, it's like, we're always updating our phones, right? I'm always updating my phone with the latest operating software, but we don't do it here. So
No.
a lot of us, our inner 5-year-old is running our life with that programming that we got when we were children. And so if we can update that neurology and be like, you know what, I'm going to get rid of everything that's not serving me, what programs are serving me, what limiting beliefs are serving me, what relationships are not serving me anymore, what jobs, what health issues are not serving me anymore, and really step into, okay, this is where I need to move now. This is the area in my life that I need to do some healing, I need to do some learning, and then you can actually tap into more of your mission. So that's kind of what we do, and that's why we kind of coin ourselves as tour guides. We say that your unconscious mind is your coach. It knows exactly where it needs to go, where it needs to heal, and
Yeah.
and we are just guiding people back to who they are.
So if someone wanted to work with you and they know, like they love your mission, they love what they love the way you're living your life, and how would they get started with you?
Well, I mean, I have that mentality that I would rather teach you how to fish so you can eat for life as opposed to give you a fish so you eat for a day. And a lot of the programming that we have right now is something's wrong with me. I need to go somewhere and have someone fix it.
Yeah.
So when people come to us, it's not about you're broken.
Hmm.
It's just your thought process is spitting out this horror show all the time. Like the movie that's playing in your head is the horror show.
Hmm.
Now, how can we shift those filters and shift the programming and all your belief systems and your values so that automatically the love story comes out, right? So that
Hmm.
that's the view, like that's the glasses you're looking at through life,
Yes.
so that that programming and those strategies are not running your life. So we work one-on-one with people. However, I train people in these modalities. I teach them how to do it. And we are huge components of community. We're not meant to do this alone at all.
Hmm.
Whether it's entrepreneurship or anything in life, we're not meant to do it alone. And so we have a beautiful community that we create that it's actually called Team Light. That now, once you've learned these tools, now if something happens that gets you back over here on Victim Island, you get some limiting belief all of a sudden that you can't be successful at something. Now you tap into the community and say, hey, I'm having a shit day. I need
Yes.
someone to jump on a Zoom with me, blast out this limiting decision. It takes 5 minutes once you learn how to do timeline therapy, and that's it. And so it's now you have access to all these other practitioners and coaches. For one, you never have to pay for it again. So from a financial standpoint, it makes a lot more sense. And because we're actually designating people, if you have a business, it's considered a tax write-off. And so it's like a win-win, right? To be honest, Shirley, I consider these life skills. I
Yes.
think of them like swimming. You don't need it every day. However, it can save your life when you need it. So I teach it to my kids, right? I
Mhm.
teach them these techniques when they're in, we call stinky mood, when they're not in a good state. What are you calling in? You're calling in more of that. So how do you shift yourself back into the empowered state here on Solution City? And life is just more peaceful and easy there. So we
What
do
is
we
it?
work
So
one
I
to
love
one.
the names you called it. You said Victim Island, Solution City.
Yeah, so Victim Island is just literally, it's an island. And I, like, speaking from experience, I used to be parked hard on Victim Island. I used to invite the girlfriends over for margaritas all the time. You'd be like, come
Oh my
over.
gosh, I love it. Victim Island.
Yeah.
I love that. You should write a book called Victim Island, Solution City.
It's in the works. It's in the works. So then when
Good.
we're over here in Solution City, the other side of it is like, you know what? The restaurants are way better over here. They've got amusement parks. It's a lot more fun. They have these little personal power stores that are open 24/7. Everything's free. Like it's such a more fun place to be,
Yeah.
right? And it's our choice where we are. We don't have to be over here.
No, we don't have to be over here. I had a friend of mine, I haven't spoken with him in years, but I always remember him saying to me, and I use it all the time, life is a series of problems and solutions. So there might be a problem, but there's always
Always.
a solution.
There's always a solution. And when you're over here on Solution City, it's not a problem. It's just logistics.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just
Really?
sort out the logistics. It's not a problem anymore.
Yeah, for sure. That's interesting. And I'm happy to hear you're doing a book. Are you going to call it that? Because you should.
Um, I have a concept, but I need to just go to Mexico for a week and be away from everything and go write it. So yeah, it's in the,
Right? Because you got to, yeah, like you got to. I know some of my bigger projects, it's like I actually need like
yeah,
5 or 7 or 2 weeks
yeah.
away.
Oh, well, my
Because when you're
ebook,
parenting and running a
yeah,
company and then you're trying to expand from that, you need that
yeah.
time.
My ebook called Resilience is My Middle Name, and it is somewhat similar to this story. I wrote on the plane because on the plane it's quiet, right?
It's
You don't
quiet.
have the distractions of your phone and everything. So like I literally on 2 flights wrote my book on the plane.
Oh, I love that so much. So yeah, I know you've got it's not a brand new academy, but you have academy now. Tell us about more about that.
Yeah, so my one of my business partner Melissa Deely and I, we met at our trainers training when we were learning this back in 2023, and we instantly hit it off. And we were at the top of my our class. Like she got the highest written exam, I got the highest presentation mark, and it was just like we really kind of hit it off really well. She lives up in Whistler, which is only like 2 hours here from
Oh, yes,
Vancouver.
yeah.
And so we thought, you know what, why don't we train together here in Vancouver? Like we do everything through Zoom, so it's not like we need to be in the same space, but we were
Hmm.
at least in the same time zone. And as we started training together last year, like we just did it so well. And we got so much feedback that we have a really good partnership. Like I'm the visionary, she's the integrator, like, like she's the tech person and I like she just puts the visions that I have, she gets it done really quickly.
Hmm.
And her personality and my personality, we come from totally two different worlds, except when we're together, we really work really well together in the space that
Yeah.
we hold. And so then it just started coming to me this word amplify, right? And these are these downloads. It just kept coming, amplify, amplify. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, how can I amplify what we're doing?
Yeah.
And then one day it came to me. It's like, it's Amplify Impact Academy. Because for us to be able to teach people these skills, that's how we amplify impact in the world. And whether you
Hmm.
want whatever your mission is, these tools can help you. So if your mission is to be a better parent, it'll help you. If your mission is to be a successful business person, it'll help you. If it's to be an athlete, it'll help you. If it's to be a coach and out there serving other people, it'll help you. So we decided to just come together and create a business together, and we launched it in October last year. So it's only been what 6, 7 months, and we're absolutely loving it. We just did our first master practitioner training, and we get a lot of feedback that the container that we create in our courses, even though it's all through Zoom, is really, really powerful, which
Hmm.
allows that safety for the unconscious mind to really go where it needs to go. So there's a lot of transformations people get through our courses. So
Hmm.
it's not just you're sitting there listening. It's a very different type of learning. It's the learning together with the experiential that actually creates that wisdom and those new neural pathways. So it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun. Like I
Well, you look like you're having a lot of fun. Like online, I see you do. I'm like, oh, she's doing something she's really enjoying and loving.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we started these lunar light circles. Like again, I don't know anything about the moon. However, it's just like when the universe says go in this direction, there's a purpose. And part of that purpose is for us to create community because there's a lot of people out there right now that are feeling alone, and for them to have a community that they can come and talk about, the woo woo, the spirituality, and not sound weird because a lot of people don't speak this way, right? They're just in this 3D, vision, like the
Yeah.
little tunnel vision. So now we're doing that, and it's just a community. It's for free, and we do it like every full moon and new moon. So this Saturday, it's the new pink moon. It's the micro moon. It's the farthest the moon is from the Earth at any point. So it's all about planting seeds and just allowing people to kind of get in touch with like, well, what is it that you really want? Because we're so used to talking about what we don't want. well, I don't want to do this and I don't want to do my job and I don't want to be and I don't want to be healthy. Well, how about we shift the narrative and be like, focus on what you do want? What is it that you want? Because when you put it out there, it's the law of attraction. That's what you're going to get.
Absolutely. Yeah, when I get new clients or because I've got like I have the membership, but then I've got my own other, part of the membership, which is different. I always say like, what's on your wish list? Like if we have a perfect world
Yeah.
and everything was going to be like a perfect world, which there's no such thing, but what is on your wish list if it was a perfect world? And then we make steps to get there.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know what you want,
No.
how do you make it? How do you manifest? How do you make it happen?
So you need clarity, right? And one of the things that we teach is like the first step is awareness. You have to have awareness of what in your life isn't working and where you have that pain, right? Because in our world, pain means pay attention. So whether it's
Hmm.
financial pain, whether it's physical pain, whether it's emotional pain, that is the universe saying, hey, pay attention. Something needs to shift here. There's some work that needs to be done. So once you have the awareness, then you have the choice to do something about it. Because if you don't even actually know that you don't like this part of your life, how would you have the choice to make any changes? Then most people, unfortunately, sometimes go back to the pain because it's not bad enough yet, right?
Yeah.
So if you make the choice before it gets to rock bottom, that's where I was. Now you can, figure out where your gap in skills are, which these tools can help fill in those gaps because some people just don't know how to manage their state. They don't realize they have these self-limiting beliefs and programs that are running in the background. And then they allow you to manage your problems, quote unquote, which now you get into Solution City and then the results will just come.
I just love Solution City. I just love that so much
Yeah.
because it's so simple and like
It
true.
is.
It's so simple, but I mean, I would have never come up with a name. It's just a
I
witty.
use I use analogies a lot because that's how it makes sense to me. So I use a lot of analogies.
I just gotta remember those. I love it. And be like Victim Island, Solution
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
My friend Billy came up with these. It's the best. She's gonna write a book and use those words.
Yeah, I should. I
No,
should.
it totally would sell.
Okay, maybe you can help me.
Yeah, I'll help you. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm just like, oh, that is amazing. Like, get out of, get off the island, get over
Yeah.
to. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what we say in our courses is that, this is not a do to process, which again, a lot of the programming out there is something's wrong with me, go get it fixed. And we're like, there's nothing wrong with you. We just need to rewire some programming. And so we kind of say like we have the map to
yeah.
Solution City. But first we got to figure out where you are because we need to know which way to go. And
Hmm.
you're the one who's going to be in the rowboat doing the rowing, right? We're not going to row the boat for you. However, once you learn these skills and you start building those new neural pathways, that next time you go to Victim Island, now you'll
Hmm.
have a little skidoo, right? So now you can actually go a little bit faster. And then the next time you do it, it'll just upgrade that. Now, like I say that I have this shiny red speedboat so that if I jump in my boat and go over to Victim Island because something happened and I just got into a little pity party, I realize how crappy it is over here. And then I just jump in my speedboat and zip back over there and be like, okay, fine, let's
So
figure out
good.
how it is to sort it out.
So good.
Yeah.
So, so, so good. Yeah. No, you definitely are doing a book.
I have a few
Or at
books
least,
in mind that I got to do.
yeah, go away for a little while or just do it. Take time once a week, once a month,
Yep.
whatever. Once a week, sit down for an hour and start writing it. It might take you years, but it might just come like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, so uh so what if someone was sitting on Victim Island? Because I sat there for many years, right? They're on Victim Island and they want help from you and they could send you an email because we know they just need help. There's nothing wrong with them. I think that's a really big thing when people are sitting on Victim Island is I know I thought this. I thought there was something wrong with me. There wasn't anything wrong
The
with
key
me.
word that you said there, Shelley, was they want to get off Victim Island because a
But they
lot of
don't know
people don't want
how.
to. Yeah. So a lot of people don't want to because the
That's
gain
what
of
I
the
noticed. It's
problem,
actually infuriating.
I know. Well, again, everything is everybody is motivated by a positive need. So every problem, like when people have diagnosis of certain diseases, it becomes a part of their identity. And
Mhm.
sometimes the gain that they're getting outweighs the actual
Yeah.
solution, right? So that 'cause some people don't like, I don't even know, for example, when, moms their identity is being a mom, and then when their kids leave the nest, they have to remember who they are because they forgot who they are as a human being. They only know themselves as a parent. And so some people don't want to get off victim island. So
No.
that's the key, is if you want to get off of it, we have the tools to help you get there.
Mm-hmm.
The other big challenge can be sometimes that the way that we're taught to learn is using our conscious analytical mind. And that's our conscious mind. That's only 10%. Because we work with the 90%, that unconscious mind, which is literally your entire nervous system, a lot of the times people want to figure it out before they actually do it, and they want to understand it. And that's where that trust and that surrender piece comes in. That you have to surrender to the process because your unconscious mind knows exactly what you need to heal. You don't consciously know. People think, oh, it was this time when I was 6 years old and this happened. No, it's before that, guaranteed. It's the first time. That's what we do with timeline therapy, is go to the root cause. So what's the first time you ever felt anger? Oh, it was when I was 6 years old and my brother did this. No, that's what we call a significant emotional event.
Okay.
And we have all of those. They're all connected to this root cause. So if we can pull the root, the rest of it all unravels, right?
Oh,
our mentality is, let's do the most amount of change with the least amount of work, right? That's why I have this little easy button on my desk here, because
That was easy.
I heard this so many times that I actually got an easy button now, because people are like, really, is it that easy? Yeah, one session of timeline therapy can heal generations of trauma. And the best part of it, Shelly, which is what I loved about it, because again, being a police officer, I've seen a lot of trauma, even my own childhood stuff. You don't have to talk about it. Because the program again says we need to go to talk therapy and go talk out our problems. And now we know that when you talk about that incident, you actually deepen that neurology. And physiologically, you go through it again, which is why I always felt like shit when I left the therapist, because we're mandated to go to therapy. And now it's like, no, all the unconscious mind needs to do is upload the learnings. What were you supposed to learn in that traumatic event that you couldn't because in the moment it was too traumatic or you just couldn't manage it? That's why soldiers out in the field get PTSD when they get back home, because now they're safe. Now, because out in the field, same with police officers, right? We don't have time to be in our feelings, right? We got to go and do the thing. So if there's an active shooter, most people are innate, behavior is to run, except we have to go against that and actually go into the face of danger. And so all that fear, if I'm scared in that moment, I got to push it down, because the unconscious mind its job is to make me safe, is to keep me safe. So it says, you know what, Billie can't manage this fear right now. Let's just shove it down. Let her deal what she needs to deal with. And then let's go deal with it after. And that's when those triggers, we actually love triggers in this work, because that means your unconscious mind is presenting this memory to your conscious mind to think about it, to process it.
wow.
And by processing, we don't mean let's talk about it. Processing means, what did you need to learn? And the learning can be as simple as, I am safe.
Yeah.
Once it
My
uploads
older
that,
daughter, she doesn't like going, she doesn't like doing the talk therapy.
no, why? Because it makes you feel worse.
Yeah.
And it's good for awareness. It actually doesn't heal anything, because it has to be healed at that unconscious level, right? And so that learning needed to be uploaded. Okay, I'm actually safe here. I'm protected. I'm guided. I'm loved. Once those learnings are uploaded, it releases it. Then we move to the next one. Then it's sadness, because usually anger comes first, then sadness. Then it's fear. Then it's hurt. Then it's guilt. Then it's rage. Then it's shame. So those 7 negative emotions carry a lot of shit with them in people.
Yeah, for sure.
Once we release those, then we release the top 2 or 3 core limiting beliefs. And they're usually 1 or a combination of 4, which all of humanity actually shares to some degree.
Yeah.
Unlovable, unworthy, not good enough, or powerless. So again, if we pull it at the root, every other limiting belief that's connected to those gets unraveled and sorted. And it's the same concept. And that's one session.
Wow, that's incredible. And you can do you do group sessions? No.
With timeline therapy, we like to do one-on-one, just because we want to, there's a level of safety that the unconscious mind needs to feel in order for it to be able to present those memories, because it is a form of trance, right? It is a form of hypnotherapy. And so in a group, we just prefer doing it in a,
yeah, it's better. One-on-one is better, I would imagine, because you're all going through different things at different times.
However, in our courses, we actually do have a timeline therapy clinic in our basic practitioner course. So you actually do go through those 7 negative emotions. So you're actually a coach and then you're a client. And then our master practitioner, you actually have a full, like 4 breakthroughs actually through that 13 days that we do.
Very good.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna bring something up because I just every time, I don't know. There are so many South Asian women right now that have completely blossomed. I've just really noticed that.
Yeah.
And do you want to comment on that, or what is with
I mean, I think
it's incredible.
it's incredible. It's amazing. And just speaking from experience, it's because, again, the universe is at this moment in time
Mhm.
that it's like, okay, enough is enough. It's time for you to wake up.
Yeah.
Remember who you are.
And I really don't like talking about breaking down nationalities. I don't like to, it's not part of who I am, but it is something that's extremely noticeable. Like I could probably name right now 20 incredible South Asian women who are just killing it in the world.
Think about it, because a lot of East Indian women in our culture are the ones that are pushed down.
Absolutely. But now it's just
It's like,
blossoming.
yeah, the universe is giving, remember that we're raising that frequency. Once we're raising that frequency, it's almost like it's hard for them to be in that situation anymore. So there's a lot of friction in their lives that is almost
Mhm.
propelling them into moving forward.
It's fantastic.
It's amazing. Yeah.
You see it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I see it a lot. And I want to get this more into the East Indian culture because, you know, everybody has amazing gifts. Like we're all given gifts, we're all given beautiful skills and all this beautiful wisdom that until you learn to tap into it, it's kind of useless, right? You have all this, like even now, it's funny going back to my training partner, Melissa, and I, we had our Akashic records read, which is like the soul library, like what your soul's been doing all through time. Apparently, me and her actually birthed this academy, not called Amplify Impact Academy at the time, back in
Mhm.
like 1442.
No.
So we've been coming together in other lifetimes doing this work. Like apparently in the 18, I get chills. In the
I know. I was going to
1800s,
say I'm just getting chills right now.
in the 1800s, we got together in Europe and were empowering women through fashion because we couldn't do it openly. In the 1600s, we were doing it really quietly. Like one of us would walk in and the other would walk in the room. It was really like the more we learned about it, I'm like, okay, that's why we hit it off. And that's why we're like, she's from corporate, like totally not her world. I'm from law enforcement, totally not my world. But we've come together and it's come together so quickly. And the way we speak and the way we teach, people are like, you sounds like you guys have been doing this for like 20 years. I'm like, apparently we've been doing it for 600 years. So, I mean,
I believe it.
just shows you that like this is not a one and done, right? Our souls are here, we're meant to evolve, we're meant to grow. This moment in civilization is this moment for us to really step up our frequency. And now, I've been reading a lot of these books about forensic regression and the extraterrestrials and like spaceships and things like that, and they're saying that there's a new earth being born, that it's going this new earth, and this sounds crazy even when I say it out loud, this new earth is going to be in the fifth dimension, not here in like our little 3D world. And so if we can raise our frequency, we can go to that new earth, and it's just going to be a more peaceful place, because all this greed and power and all this nonsense that's here in this world,
Yeah, it's pretty
we
crazy
don't
right
need to live in that anymore. So as we can raise our frequency, get rid of the programming and step into our, again, magnificence, that's when we can actually live on this new earth that's coming.
now. I love it. I love it. I believe it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be open to that.
Yeah.
So, do you have something up like exciting, up and coming that you want to share with everyone? I know it's not a sales tool, but do you have any offers that are happening? Like,
Oh,
give
we
us something that was the takeaway. I love a takeaway.
we constantly are doing so many workshops. Again, like a lot of this information, people have never heard it. And so like yesterday we did a 2-hour free webinar called Meet Your Unconscious Mind. We do that every month. So if you look on our website, amplifyimpactacademy.com, or all our workshops and everything are listed there. Bi-monthly, we do this lunar light circle. That's actually in person here in Vancouver. It's actually in Richmond at the Nook. And then we do like next week, April 15 and 16. I don't know when this is going to be shown out there, but 15 and 16, we're doing a 2-day masterclass called Amplify Your Mind. And you remember that story, the journey I was telling you about, from pain to awareness to choice to solution and to the
Mhm.
results? It's a 2-day masterclass just on that journey. So we do inductions, we give you lots of tools and techniques. We teach you how to like make decisions and just boundary setting, that's a big one. A lot of people need some boundaries in their life.
Yes.
And just shifting the concept that boundaries are not about pushing people out. It's about a safe space for you to grow and evolve. So we have that next week. And then we have our 8-day practitioner course coming up at the end of this month in April. And then our next cohort is starting in the fall. So we're always doing workshops, and we're always doing, eventually we do another workshop called Magnified Healing. We're actually going to be in Toronto this summer doing that's an in-person one. And that's, I don't know if you know who Kuan Yin is, but she's the mother of compassion, mercy, and forgiveness. It's a beautiful, beautiful training. And it's learning how to do light healing, and by actually becoming a light being and really tapping up into the higher realms, up into like the ninth dimension and stuff. So
So
it's
cool.
it's so fun, right?
You know what? You're more than welcome. Like, we can talk about this later, but we every month for the community, which I don't think you've participated in them yet, every month we get together. It's called the Power Hour.
Oh yes,
And
it's
so
never
we get
worked with my
together,
schedule, but yeah.
yeah, we get together like every other week, and then we have an hour from noon till 1 Pacific time. And then we share with what we do for a living, like what we offer, and then we ask for, this is what we're looking for. So and then we have different hosts that come on board. Excuse me, that come aboard and hold a workshop. So
Yeah,
you're more than welcome.
I would love to. I'm out there networking a lot and just sharing this work with people, and really trying to see how can we most get this into the world, right? Like now we're looking at getting it into pain clinics, because pain is all emotional, right? It's all connected to your emotional body. And so how can we, we have a pain paradigm that people can get rid of their pain like within minutes. It's
Right.
as long as they start like acknowledging the emotions that they feel. We have anxiety protocols. You can get rid of anxiety. So like how much of just pain and anxiety, if you can help alleviate that in the world, how different a world it would be. So we're always looking for ideas of like, where can we bring this work into that's already established to help the people that are already helping others just do it with the easy button instead. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
sure, for
Instead
sure.
of the long way.
Well, love it. Let's going on. We'll try to get this up sooner than later so we can share with what you're doing. And then if anyone's interested, you just need to look down below. You're going to see all the contact information for Billie, and follow her on Instagram. Follow her. I'm sure we'll put your LinkedIn in there, your website, and yeah, very nice getting to know you better today, Billie. Like I said, I've known you forever, but
Yeah.
you're doing some things I didn't even know you were doing. So that's really cool.
I'm doing things I didn't even know I would ever do. So I mean, I'm just taking it in stride, right? Like the universe is like, go here. I'm like, okay, I believe you. I trust you.
Just
Never steered me
right.
wrong before. It's when you don't listen to those taps that you get is what gets you in trouble. When you listen to those, the little whisperings, that's the universe saying, hey, maybe go in that direction. You don't know where you're going yet, but just trust me. So I have full surrender with the universe as well.
Yes, beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, I love it. Mm.